So to keep from drawing a flat caricature, you want to have emotion in your picture, right? So in order to have emotion, you must have emojis, right? Which you'll see these emojis over here, okay? So I'll just take these first 2 rows. So these boxes are going to just represent simple head shapes. If you want to give them different little neck shapes, you can, right? So you won't get caught up on the neck, the shape of the head. Just, it'll be easy. We can do this, right? And we can do this, right? So we got people with TV heads, right? And then let me see here. I'll start with this very first one up here in the corner. So I'll just kind of start from the top corner here. And then I'll work down. Let me see if I can balance my screen here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm working with this very top one over here. Okay. All right, the smiley face one. So what you want to do is what I like to do is I like to draw what my person is feeling first. And I don't try to draw, when I look at their face in the picture, I automatically translate it into whatever the emotion is. Okay. I don't even know if that makes sense what I just said, but I translate it into the emotion, meaning that I don't try to copy their face anymore. I'll actually demonstrate it for you. And then from there, I build faces around the expression. So that's emotion number 1, and then emotion number 2. And if you look at each one of these faces, well, the faces, the features themselves, like these have 3 features. They have 2 eyes and a mouth, so they're very simple. All right. So the features are drawn in a certain relationship to one another, meaning they are a certain distance away from one another, right? So by changing the distances of these features, then you can create different cartoons of people, right? You can customize so in other words, when you start your drawing off, it could be anybody, but the basis of the drawing is this. You know what I mean? So like this one right here, I might use the shapes out here instead of having them as close as they have them in this picture. I might do something like this. Okay, and I'm gonna add some eyebrows in mine, but you'll see that this looks like a different person than in the picture. Okay, we're not gonna worry about the nose shape for right now. We're just getting a concept down. Okay, all right. Let me see here. So then we'll go to this one and we'll add some. We'll do a sad face, right? So we can make this guy. This is the 3rd face. All from the top, on the top, right? So maybe I might draw his eyes here and this guy's mouth here, okay, in relation to the rest of the head shape. So you see how these features all kind of go to the center of the head shape, where these are more kind of spread apart, right? Versus these are kind of balanced inside. And then let's say somebody's like, let's look at the next one, and that guy looks pretty worried, right? So that looks like a worried face to me, so I might be worried. Now this person has eyebrows, so I might do something like this, right? Like this. Okay, and then I might do my mouth shape like this. Okay. All right, so this is really all a caricature is. It's just a head shape with emoji type features in the inside of it. Now I'm going to show you how I actually translate those features into these emotional beings into actual people in just a minute. So let's use this one right here. But the only thing is he has glasses. Okay, I just want to show you what I mean by this. All right, so let's take this and say we looking at this guy, but we want him to have this emotion. Okay, so what would I do? All right, I would use the features from the emoji, right? In the same way, I would customize it. So I'll do like this. 1, too, just like the emoji, but I'm looking at the relationships of his features. I'm going to use the same eye idea for the eyes, okay? But what I'm going to do with his is I'm going to tilt them so that they are more H. So I'm going to change the angle of these eyes. Instead of drawing them down like this, right, I'm going to draw them kind of up like this. So I'm going to go, oh, actually, I could still do it this way. Let's just keep them the same. It doesn't matter. Okay, because when you're drawing live, you can put whatever emotion you want to your caricature, right? And then let's say he has these little, things coming out of his eye, right? Now I'm looking at his relationship of his mouth in his picture to the actual. So instead of drawing the mouth so close together like it is in the actual face, I'm just concerned with the shape and the idea of the features. So I'm going to move this, right, all the way down. I'm going to put a nose shape here. So let's say his nose is relatively a round shape. So his nose is going to be about right here. Okay, and I'm going to use a simple shape from my chart right here. So I might use this little nose here for my shape chart, okay? Because he has a small nose. So I'm going to make it real simple for you, okay? And then I'm going to use the mouth shape from this shape here, okay? So, which I already have this mouth shape is really a D shape. So what I'll do here is I'm going to do this here. I don't know what kind of teeth he has or anything like that. I'm just going to do this, okay? So I've changed the relationship. I use the same exact shapes from the emoji. But watch what I do now. So I could come over here, right? And then I'll draw these glasses. Okay, keeping it simple. Then we come here and we're going to customize the eyebrows to fit his eyebrows. Because remember, it starts out as anybody, and now we're turning it into we're turning it into somebody. Okay. Now from here we'll go ahead and we'll add our face shape. So again, I'm thinking about where my shapes are going to come from. So let's say I'm going to start about right here. Right, I'm gonna go outside of it because he has very wide features here at the jaw here. So I might go out here, and then I come around here, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna come around, out, and in. Okay. Then I will draw my top shape. Watch. 1, 2, okay, and then I'll draw the top of I'll draw my hair shape. Again, I'm always looking at overall shapes and ideas. Okay, and then I'll put my ear shapes. Okay, then I can put some lips. And smile lines. And then I'm just keeping it simple for you. Okay, and then I add a neck shape. All right. So let me just sticking the glasses up here. All right. So, and then we can add a bridge to the nose or whatever we want if we want to add a little custom bridge. All right. So look at this picture. Look at his picture. I didn't use I didn't use the exact eye shape or anything like that. I have to understand as a cartoonist, what I'm doing is I'm giving you my my statement about a face. My statement about a face. Okay. So it's not you drawing these exact features, but rather what stands out to you about that face. Okay. So if this is the emotion, if I'm drawing live, I'm oftentimes, if the person is sad looking, maybe I might, to me, maybe that person looks like they have something on their mind that day. Well, that's what kind of picture he's going to get. If I took the same guy, right, and I wanted to make him look like this, well, now his features have to resemble this. Okay, so if I put this just to the side of this picture here, let me just move this over. Okay, and let me see if I can just fit both of these on the screen here for you. Hold on. Okay, so this is version number 1. Okay, I would make that screen smaller up top for you guys, but I'm not able to do so. So this is what we're gonna do here. Hold on one second. Okay, let me do this here. Excuse me one sec, guys. Okay, so again, what we this first one, right? Remember, we went with more of a theme like this. Okay, we took this theme. This is what I feel about his face. So I'm taking what I feel, and then I'm changing the relationships between these exact shapes, right? And I'm customizing it to make it fit into his face. That's the whole idea. So again, if today I feel like this guy has something on his mind, I might not draw a mean one. Let me draw something that might be, so you can see what I'm going to use a really extreme idea. I almost never draw mean. All right, look at this guy. He looks kind of Asian-y already, so that's kind of funny. But let's just say we want to do it like this, okay? So now what I'll do, okay, is I'm going to take my features, right? And I know that when you become angry, well, the relationship between your eyes and your eyebrows change. So I'm going to use these relationships here. I'm going to use the same nose shape. Again, looking at the space in between this nose and that nose, you can see it's a pretty large space. So what I want to do is I want to have it where it's custom to his face. So I'm going to change my nose relationship to fit his relationship. Again, we're drawing a simple nose. We want to get a concept down, so we don't want to draw fancy right now. Okay. And then he has a small mouth. That's just what he looks like. He has a small mouth. So what I want to do here is I want to take that same relationship and I want to make sure that I leave enough space in between here and here so that when I put this mouth in here, it looks like that. Okay. So now all I'm doing now is I'm going to customize it. So let's look at his brows. He has thick brows. So what I might do is I might customize the brow so that I'm basically giving you indicators or exaggerations of the features now in his face. So I'm exaggerating the features based off of what I observe about him. All right, again, I can see here that he has glasses. So what do I do here? I want to put glasses on my cartoon. Okay. Can this still look like him? Well, why, of course it can. And then what I do again, I use the same shape. Okay. The hair idea. He has a very round forehead, right? And the ear shape. Okay. Then I add a little neck shape. Okay, so I customize it to fit the guy that's in front of me. Okay. Does he need to have lips? Okay. He has lips now. And then he also has the dark eyebrows. The dark, thick eyebrows, which is really, your eyebrows are really important to how you're going to look. So this could be the same guy, right, as the guy in the picture, but expressed in a different way. Okay. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate guys to go ahead and give us a like. Also guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. You know, it's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these two super cool videos right here. So guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always, guys, I wish you happy cartooning.